I came to the realization that my self-sabotage was that I didn't take the action or didn't put myself forward, or actually I procrastinated, is because I thought there is a cost to expanding my business. And the cost was not being present with my child,
Hmm.
not being here for my husband. Um, and so success at that time, I very quickly came to the realization it is actually the same for most of my clients. Very often success equals struggle or loss or
So
sacrifice.
interesting. Yeah. Yeah.
That is at the bottom. And when success and business expansion means struggle or loss or sacrifice because of distorted beliefs, then you are not going to do it. You are going to self-sabotage doing it. And so again, to come back to the cycle, you really catch yourself in the self-sabotage. Go to the root. What is the fear? Ooh, what is a belief attached to it? You're not going to dissolve a belief overnight, but by just it being aware, oh, I know what this is. And by keep asking yourself the question, well, is that true? For example, in this situation, is it true that if Ekaterina business, or let's say Victoria's business, really grows, she would neglect her child, she would never have quality time with her husband, and she would suffer constantly. She would work, work, work. Yes, the answer could be it really feels like that. But then when you dig deeper, it feels like that because of the beliefs associated with it. And it's hard to detach yourself from the belief, because if you sit down and have a discussion, having a business growth means that you can have more choice, you can have more freedom, you can design your business in whatever way you wish. And then as you start challenging this belief, you keep looking and seeing at examples of women who do exactly that, who have a growing business, have a young family, have a great relationship with their spouse, and are designing it on their terms. It is possible, as opposed to before, when you've only seen the
Mm.
burnout, the broken marriages, the women who regret looking back that they've missed these milestones with their children. Because yes, if that belief is guiding your perception, then your reality will bring these examples. I know it's very layered and I know it's a lot.
No, it's really, really interesting. And fear of success. I think it's so interesting to kind of hear that from your perspective.
Mhm.
I'm not sure I've ever had it because I don't think I've been close enough to success. But I
Mhm.
imagine that it's something that will sort of be triggered as you feel a growing speed and velocity of kind of business expansion, and you're trying to keep up with it. And that's kind of a moment, I think, when that must kick in, because you're thinking about your own capacity and how many hours you have in the day. And you care about all these things so deeply. And it feels like you're almost having to choose between them. Whereas what you're saying is it's about putting the systems in place. And then it comes back to what we were saying earlier about outsourcing and delegating and trusting other people, which I think as well is difficult for women who do start out in their business doing absolutely everything, because their business becomes like another child that they are
Mhm.
raising and they know every single facet of it. And so to actually take those steps to start to bring on other team members to support you can feel like quite a sort of psychological leap in itself, I imagine. But that is what's necessary if your business is growing, in order for you to still have that time with your child or to still be able to crash on the sofa in the evening with your partner.